Good evening, everyone. My name is Greg Amsinger from MLB Network. It is my honor to welcome you all to the official trophy presentation of Major League Baseball's most prestigious individual player honor, the Roberto Clemente Award, presented by Capital One. The Roberto Clemente Award pays tribute to the late Hall of Famer's legacy, achievements, and character by recognizing a Major League player who best represents the game through these attributes: extraordinary character, community involvement, philanthropy, and positive contributions on and off the field. MLB has been recognizing Major League players for their philanthropic work since 1971. Now, this special recognition was named the Roberto Clemente Award in 1973 to immortalize the 15-time All-Star after he was tragically lost in a plane crash on New Year's Eve 1972 on his way to deliver supplies to earthquake victims in Nicaragua. Roberto's humanitarian spirit continues through the tremendous generosity and community work demonstrated by major leaguers all around our country and the world. Tonight is a celebration of his philanthropic legacy that grows stronger each year. The original name for this honor was the Commissioner's Award, so it's fitting that I now welcome our commissioner, Rob Manfred, to present the trophy to this year's recipient. Rob?
You know, it was an upgrade from the Commissioner's Award to the Roberto Clemente Award.
I agree.
I agree. You know, there's a lot of great things about the World Series. I think one of my favorite things is the opportunity to present in person each year the Roberto Clemente Award. We talk about the Clemente Award as our highest honor. It is our highest honor because it represents the combination of on-field excellence and service in our communities. And I can tell you, I said this to Aaron standing outside, the applications for this award are really a credit to Major League players as a whole. They are just outstanding, and every year it's difficult to make a choice. I want to thank our great partners at Capital One for sponsoring not only the Roberto Clemente Award, but the activities surrounding the award that take place on Roberto Clemente Day. Andy Neverett is here to represent Capital One, and we appreciate your partnership, Andy. You know, some great players have gotten the Roberto Clemente Award. Derek Jeter, Albert Pujols, David Ortiz, John Smoltz. I was hoping Harold was going to be here today because I was going to say some not-so-great players. But I know you'll pass.
He was an all-star.
We're going to continue the pattern of great players today by recognizing the selection of Aaron Judge as this year's Roberto Clemente Award winner. Thank you. We're all familiar with Aaron's accomplishments on the field. He's the reigning American League MVP. He holds the home run record in the American League, and he's the captain of the New York Yankees. But equally important are his accomplishments off the field. He started the All Rise Foundation in 2018. They've provided leadership and character training to over 2,000 kids. They've made great choices in supporting other community groups through funding so they can continue to do their good work. This one I love. He personally involved himself in baseball and softball development programs, both in New York and California. It's a great thing for the future of our game. Another one of my favorites, active with Make-A-Wish, been great with the Make-A-Wish kids. And this one, maybe the best of all, he has programs that are involved to try to make the social media environment in which our young people live more positive. That is an unbelievable list of accomplishments. And, you know, Aaron, you are, like so many of your fellow players, a real credit to our game.
That's excellent. Thank you, Commissioner Manfred, for those remarks. Roberto Clemente's indelible legacy lives on thanks in part to our next speakers. It is my pleasure to introduce two of Roberto's three sons, Luis Clemente and Roberto Clemente Jr. Luis, would you like to begin?
Sure. Thanks so much. It's a great pleasure to be here. Always, MLB, we're so proud of how you've carried our father's legacy through the Roberto Clemente Award, through the Roberto Clemente Day. Capital One, thank you so much for supporting this incredible program. I must say there are many players that we always speak to when they win the award, and their parents and their spouses tell us they were not able to sleep the previous evening, how much this represents for each one of you who win it. Those who have not been able to win it, we hear from them. I must tell you, I know I'm going to be hearing from a few. But certainly we are so proud, Aaron, that you are the recipient of the Roberto Clemente Award this year. Parents, we commend you for doing such a great job. This is a face that many youngsters look upon to, and what you're doing, inspiring them to become incredible human beings and citizens, it's really, truly amazing. That's what our father was make sure to do with his legacy, and you're a great representative of it, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Commissioner, I want to start by saying thank you for what you have done for the game of baseball. I think this year has been a great example of your leadership. We're very excited. The game has become very cool for the young people, so we're very excited, right? Aaron, I've told you this before. We're so proud, and welcome to the Clemente family of award winners. We believe that you're a true example of a great human being. It's actually what it's all about, and you are leading the charge of all these great players today that are leaving a great legacy. You're building your own, and we're very, very proud that you are the winner this year. So congratulations. And by the way, I have Clemente III here. He's a huge Judge fan, so that's why I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. So here he is. So he's so
I don't
excited.
blame him. I don't blame him. Roberto, Luis, thank you very much for those.
Quickly,
Go ahead.
We presented Aaron with his award, winning the Orange Watch, Clemente Watch. Obviously, it's 2023. All of the past recipients have received their watch with the special edition number, matching the year they won the award. So he received his already. Okay? Sure.
That's wonderful. I want to remind you that in 2022, Capital One became the presenting sponsor of not only the Roberto Clemente Award, but also Roberto Clemente Day. To speak on their behalf, please welcome Vice President and Head of External Affairs for Capital One, Andy Neverett.
Thank you, and it's great to see your son here. I was probably your age the last time I saw your father play, so just a very sort of meaningful moment. On behalf of Capital One, I'd like to thank the commissioner, I'd like to thank the Clemente family, and like to congratulate Aaron on this incredible honor. As a proud Cuban American, last year I got to tell a little bit of the story of my father's personal connection and the time that he spent in Nicaragua. As well, and so your father was my father's favorite player, but his favorite team was the Yankees. And so when I told him, 88 years old and going strong, that I would be part of this ceremony, he was both deeply envious, but also just so excited. You're one of his modern-day idols, and for good reason. Not only a perennial all-star in your own right, not only somebody who I think his performance on the field has really carried forward the legacy of Roberto Clemente, but also somebody who's off the field work I think is just deeply admirable. At Capital One, we like to say that the proof is in the data, and when you think about your programs, the All Rise Foundation, by the way, fantastic name, just credit to that. It's very clever. As the former lawyer in me thinks that's just amazing. But one of the things is, that you've touched now 2,000 lives, and at such a critical time in people's personal development, your focus on building aspiring leaders among our youth, on supporting organizations like Bridge to College. These are the interventions that not only change the lives of the individuals, but the families of the individuals as well. And that's the flywheel that you're putting into effect with all the wonderful work that you're doing. So congratulations again, and can't wait to see where your career and your commitment take you next.
Thank you. Thank you, Andy, for that. Aaron, you're the fourth Yankee to win this prestigious honor alongside Ron Guidry, Don Baylor, and your captain predecessor, the great Derek Jeter. So I'm sure you have a lot to say. The floor is all yours.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, everybody, for coming today. I want to say a thank you to the Roberto Clemente family. Getting a chance to meet you guys, get a chance to spend some time with you guys in Pittsburgh this year. Was very special and dear to me. Just being a nominee is an incredible honor that a lot of players look forward to, and now getting a chance to be a Roberto Clemente Award winner, it's tough to describe. The legacy your father left. He was, we can sit here and talk about the stats, what he did on the field. He was a generational talent on the field, but he was a generational ambassador for this game off the field. How he touched the lives of the youth, inspired this next generation of ball players, that we see today. We see so many young players that, represent the game the right way. They play the game the right way, and, they give back to the kids. We spoke earlier when we were talking about the Little League World Series, and we're seeing all these kids going out there and, replicating what a lot of our players are doing now. Like that's what it's about. That he grew the game, and that's something I want to continue to do, is continue to grow the game. And I want to say a thank you to my family, my beautiful wife Samantha, my parents Wayne and Patty, for all the help, my agents who are here and their families. Thank you for being here. And it goes back to 2018. Starting the All Rise Foundation. I was sitting in the car, talking with my family, and that's one thing that just got drafted, and they said, hey, what is something you want to do with your career? And I said, well, I see CC Sabathia, Derek Jeter, they all have foundations. Dave Winfield before them, had a great foundation, and the way they impacted the youth and helped so many kids of either going to college, doing well in school, things outside of sports. It was so special. So we started brainstorming ideas, what kind of Catch a Fly Foundation, this and that, and we kind of stumbled upon the All Rise Foundation, which was, I think, pretty suiting. So just the work we've accomplished, with the help from my family, especially my mom, just the lives we touch. It's just the beginning. This is just another step along the way, and like I said, it's just the beginning. Looking forward to helping more kids along the way, helping Roberto the III, continue on his journey as well. Yeah, there we go. So it's, I just want to thank you and your family. This is amazing. Thank you, Commissioner, for being here in this. This is, I'm a part of the Roberto Clemente family, which is such a amazing group. Listing the previous winners, it's tough to put into words what that means. So thank you guys. Truly blessed. Thank you.
Congratulations, Aaron. A round of applause to Aaron Judge. Now, I will open the floor for any questions. We ask that all the questioning remain specifically on his recognition of his philanthropic work, please. Let's keep it to that. Go right ahead. Yes?
From all the proposals you and the foundation get, how do you go about picking which ones to get involved with, and why are the ones you have picked meaningful to you?
Yeah, it really goes back to our mission statement, which is, inspiring the youth to be, the next leaders of this generation and great citizens. So it always goes back to, we get so many applicants and so many different organizations to be a part of in California and New York. And, when we kind of sit down and go through the process, my mom's going through it, our board members are going through it. It's just, every time we pick somebody, it's like, hey, does this line up with what our vision and what our goal is, when we started this foundation? And, always it's a little back and forth because there's so many great organizations out there and different programs we can help. But, when we finally come down to it, it's just about, is this group going to inspire the next generation? Are they going to help, with leadership skills, school skills, just citizenship? And it's a fun process. That's what you look forward to. It's fun having, even when you guys are going through the nominees, it's tough picking the right one. But I think, we always come out to the right answer, and that's what it's all about. We really enjoy that process.
Congratulations, Aaron. What was your reaction when you heard that you won, and what were you doing at the time when you got the call?
I was actually at home in California visiting my parents. My wife and I were there, and we were both working out, and I got a phone call from our PR, Jason Zillow, and he kind of said, "Hey, you got a minute? This is very important." And I'm like, "Oh, is there a trade going on? Is something happening? Like, what's going on? Something important?" And then he was like, "Hey, can you sit down?" And I said, "Yeah. What do you got?" And he said, "Oh, well, you won the Roberto Clemente Award." And I was speechless. He was like, "This is listing off everything to me," and I